it's Nunzia with Usborne Books, and I wanted to tell you about some of our baby and toddler books. There are so many different ones to choose from, but I'm just going to touch on the favorites. First up is the That's Not My series, all told from the point of view of the little mouse. And there's descriptive words and textures on every page, fun. And there's so many different animals to choose from. Next is the playbooks. These are just two examples. This one is the finger trail of cats and dogs, and this one here is farm words. Cats and dogs, I'll show you. There's some flaps, and then they just trace their finger along these. There's all textures, colorful. And then there is the farm words. Just great, simple words on every page, lots of words, colors, animals, shapes, again, textures to trace your finger along, cutouts, die cuts. Next is the Flippy Floppy books. We have farm animals. This one's really fun. Can you find me? I'm hiding somewhere. It's me, duck. It's me, dog. It's me, goat. You found me. Next is the very first book of things to spot. These are hugely popular. It's popular in our house too. They are so fun. There's lots of things to point out on every page. There's colors, animals, shapes, characters that are happy and sad and sleeping, and all kinds of fun things, and they're so colorful and fun. There's scripted things to point out as well, as you can have your child point out anything. There's so many differences on pages. Next is All Better. There are 5 reusable bandages to put on the animal's boo-boos. Kids love to play with bandages, so how fun is that? They get to put the bandage right on the animal as the story goes along, and there's a lot of repetition. It's just very fun. Next is There's a Mouse About the House. It comes with a little mouse. You stick it through the slots all throughout the book, and it's so fun as you watch it go through the house trying to get the cheese before that cat. There we go. You follow the arrow and it leads right to another slot. Comes out the next side. Next is You Choose. My daughter, who's 6, loves this book, and she gives surprisingly, she gives a different answer every time. It's just really fun because you can just ask your child what they would choose and then ask why. Really has them using their imagination. My 2-year-old wants to go to Saturn every time, but my 6-year-old pretty much changes her mind every time. But there's Where Would You Go? Who would you have for family and friends? What kind of home would you choose? What would you put in it? And there's What Would You Eat? What would you wear? What kind of shoes would you wear? What kind of job? Your pet? So many questions in those books. Next is the Picture Puzzle book. These are very fun. Again, great for toddlers for searching. There's scripted things to search for. There's so many things on every page. Colors, animals, shapes. For instance, where's my bread and honey? I need to search for the bread and honey. Find an ant shaking hands with a bee. So it's very fun. Next is the Gobble Gobble Moo Tractor book. This is really popular, and it's a really cute and fun story about animals that are hopping on that tractor while the farmer is sleeping, and it's really cute. It has great illustrations. So fun. Next is the I'm a Hungry Dinosaur and I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. What's fun about this is it was actually illustrated with real dirt and watercolors. It's really fun. These books are very rhymey. Yep, I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean. I just sniff and snuff about. And there's some people make it into a song. Sniff, 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 snuff, snuff, sniff and snuff about. It's just really fun. Next is Dan the Taxi Man. My 2.5-year-old loves this book. Eric Odie is actually a musician also, and it's written like a song. You just end up actually singing it. And the way he describes the sounds of the instruments, my 2.5-year-old, he totally participates in this now. Every time I say Dan, he says beep beep, you know, the taxi man. It's just so fun, so musical. He describes all the instruments. I end up actually singing it. Next is Nibbles the Book Monster. This is a new release. It just came out in March, and it's about a monster who nibbles his way out of his book and into other stories, and he actually changes the outcome of those stories. There's die cuts on the page as you watch the monster nibble his way out of books. He goes into Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So fun. Next is Jonathan James and the What If Monster. This is such a cute and I think an important book to read to children. It's just about this monster that's whispering what ifs in his head, and he just finally has had it and tells the monster, what if everything turns out okay? What if I never try? It's really cute. Next is Tale of Two Beasts, also a really fun and I think an important book to read children. It's about seeing both sides to every story. This first part is told from the little girl's point of view, and then the second part is told from the squirrel's point of view. It's really fun and interactive, and the illustrations are really great also. Alright, and that's just a small sample of our books for babies and toddlers. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I can also take pictures or videos of other books I have. Thanks.